what type of egg should I buy? What's the difference between a free range egg, a cage free egg? Are white eggs better than brown eggs? It was really tough for me to understand which one I should actually get for myself. In this video, I'm going to get into what type of egg you should buy for yourself. Probably the most common egg that you'll find at the farmer's market are caged free eggs. And these are just hens that are just that. They're not caged. And so what's happening here is that the restrictions that the USDA puts on caged eggs, for them to be able to put that label that says cage-free eggs, makes it so that what's happening to those hens that are producing those eggs, they're not in cages, yes, but they're also confined to their farm, their indoor housing. And what's problematic about that is that, for one, they're being confined with a bunch of other chickens, which are being given minimal amounts of space to live and aren't roaming freely outdoors. And they're also being fed the GMO corn, soy, and grain. Another problem with this is that they're not getting the proper amount of sunlight that they need to get for them to be a healthy chicken. That vitamin D that's so essential for them to make eggs that will be healthier for us to eat. Again, that's super essential. It's not that we just want the chickens to be really healthy, which obviously, if we can make them happy, that'd be nice. But it's also really important for us to get proper nutrition, for us to get our complete proteins in the form of those eggs, right? And so for them to get all those essential amino acids, we want to make sure that our chickens are really healthy, right? And so they're eating that GMO corn, soy, and grain, which is not what it should be. What it should be is the insects, the worms, and the different foods that they graze on when they're on a pasture-raised farm. Now, in researching this topic, I actually looked at other videos that were talking about the right egg to buy, and I actually found that no one really spoke about free-range eggs and whether or not they were one of the better eggs that you should get. And it turns out they are. Free-range eggs are actually some of the better eggs that you can get. The reason for that is because it's essentially the same thing as the pasture-raised eggs. The USDA's definition puts the pasture-raised and the free-range eggs in the same category. Pasture-raised and free-range are the ones you should get because the chickens are raised on a grass pasture where they can roam freely, eat natural resources, and will ultimately be less stressed because of their ability to roam freely. I say less stressed because they will potentially be stressed out from the animal that you're using to guard those chickens, like a dog, but that stress will be a lot less than it would be if you were putting all the chickens clumped together in a space for a long period of time. And if you're stressing things out for a short period of time, it's natural. It's a fight or flight response, right? But if you're stressing things out for a longer period of time, then it's not healthy. There are deleterious effects that can come from that. So then you may also find vegetarian organic eggs. And so while it's better that the food is organic for the chickens are not meant to strictly be fed vegetarian-based food. They're supposed to have their insects. They're supposed to have their worms, and if they don't get those, then there's going to be less nutritional benefits for us when we have our eggs. Another difference I now realize I forgot to talk about was that of white eggs and brown eggs, and if there was a difference at all. And well, it turns out there's no difference between white eggs and brown eggs, so you're good there. However, you'll notice that when you go to the grocery store, they'll put a premium price on brown eggs, and people will still buy them, which is kind of crazy. So make sure you're not getting scammed as well.
I give it to you. Know that song? Yeah.
Right, so it's pretty windy out here, very windy out here. But hey, the sun's out, and I still gotta, and I didn't finish some of the things I needed to say yesterday. So here we go. One really interesting thing that you can note when you compare the pasture-raised eggs and cage-free eggs is that often those pasture-raised eggs will actually have a lot darker amber-colored, orange-colored yolks than that of the cage-free eggs that have like a lighter, less dense, light yellow. And people have attributed this to the difference in nutritional content that the pasture-raised hens have that's greater and thus darker than the cage-free hens, with less nutritional content, giving it a lighter color. What you should have taken away from this video is that pasture-raised and free-range organic eggs are those that you should be consuming for you to get the most nutritional eggs. Now, in case you think that the difference between a pasture-raised egg and a free-range organic egg is actually very minimal to a cage-free egg, so much so that there is no difference in you paying that extra premium for an egg, check out these stats right here that show you the difference between the nutritional value of an egg from a pasture-raised chicken and that of a cage-free chicken egg. When I was over buying my eggs and filming at the store, I was actually stopped by one of the workers there, and I thought he was going to tell me, yo, put your camera away, whatever, yeah. But this guy actually happened to be super interested in eggs, which is sick. And so he actually gave me a free batch of eggs that I'm going to try from Happy Farms, free-range organic eggs. I got a lot of eggs. I got like, I don't know. So I got 2 dozens and 1 batch of 18 eggs. And so that's gonna be a total of 42 eggs, man. That's crazy. All right, so I'm gonna have 42 eggs that I got to finish by the end of the month, which shouldn't be that bad, actually. That should be pretty easy. With that being said, guys, if you liked this video and it helped you, please like, subscribe, and share this video. I hope you thought this was an excellent video. Shout out to Regular Show. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next video.